Hey you guys, this is just a really short video for me to explain how you guys need to start this next social studies lesson. So I sent home with you guys your packet that looks like this. It should have been back in your packet, and the answer key. You are going to need your informational text as well as the last sheet that was in your answer. This is going to become the outline for your essay. So let me share this slideshow with you guys. Okay, so we're going to be using ICE writing. Some of you might remember ICE writing from last year. The I stands for your main idea, the C is for cite, and the E is for explain. The I is what is the main idea of the article that you read or the section that you're responding to. Your C stands for cite. When you cite something, you are taking an important quote from the article that relates or reflects the main idea. We have been doing this in our ELA Esperanza packets when we're talking about the UDHR. When quoting from the text sentence, use sentence starters like the article says, the text says, according to the article. These are great ways to transfer or lead into your quote. The E stands for explain. This is where you explain how the quote in your cite sentence relates back to your main idea. Some sentence starter ideas are this is important because, or what this means is, or in other words. Okay, so now let's talk about your actual essay. When you're looking at that page, it gives you your outline. So it goes intro, ICE, conclusion. So your first paragraph is your intro paragraph, and this paragraph should be about 2 to 3 sentences. And you're going to use the information from question 1. So it says, why did your country decide to send out explorers? Great way to introduce your country right there. I'm going to make up information, so do not use this in your intro. In 1492, the aliens from planet Mars came to North America to find food. This was because the food on their planet had ran out. There's my intro. I introduced my country and why they came here. Next, we're going to do ICE. For this next paragraph, we are going to use questions 2 and 3. Where did your explorers settle in the New World, and how did the explorers survive in the New World? So for these two, you need to use ICE. Give me your main idea. That's the answer to the question, where did they settle? Give me a quote to back that up and supporting details. You need to do that for questions 2 and 3, and that's in your second paragraph. For your third paragraph, you do that same thing, but you're going to identify one famous explorer from his country and give me 2 reasons why he was famous. 1 to 2 reasons why he was famous using a quote from the text. Then lastly, to finish off that essay, you're going to give me a concluding sentence. Your conclusion usually echoes or is similar to your introduction. So mine would say something like, in conclusion, the aliens from planet Mars came to North America because they were out of food. They settled in the North Dakota area because that was where there was plenty of corn and they survive on corn. Okay, so that's a simple outline. We'll go over more detail in this in probably our Wednesday or Thursday meeting this week. You just need to start your rough draft. You're going to turn this in the Google Classroom. But first, I want you guys to write it on a piece of paper, then type it up in the Google Classroom. I will add the link to the Google Classroom later this week after we've talked about it, because I don't want you guys to start your draft until I've seen that you have written a handwritten draft. All right, if you guys have any questions, let me know.